May 2026 for us, and of course the whole people of Oyo State. It was sometime around 1000 hours. We were conducting an event in the barracks. Something like that happened. So we had to move in from all the troops that are close by to that area. And I and my team, we had to move from the barracks, and we drive with all the speed we could to get to those locations. And unfortunately, they have gone deep into the forest. But we had to organize a search team immediately. We went in with some of the hunters, local vigilantes, and Amoteken. But nothing positive happened that day. The following day we continued, and because of the nature of the forest, how thick it is, we had drone teams, we have Nigerian Airforce following up. But in some of those areas, you can't even, if you are under that place, you can't see rays of sunlight from those places. And the Air Force flew, they couldn't see anything. The drone team also flew. We didn't get anything from those things, and that was how we insisted on ground operation. It has to be ground. I have to go deep into the forest, and it's during one of these operations that we lost the officer and the soldier that particular day, and there are some other ones who wounded. One of them is actually serious because he has a broken hand due to gunshot wound. The operation continued, and we had to involve a lot of agencies, and had to take over the whole operation completely from the garrison commander, because we had to now bring in troops and forces from different places providing intelligence, and I had to coordinate all these teams together. Let me just mention that we have teams from the special unit of the Office of the National Security Advisor. We have this National Counter-terrorism unit. The tactical team were there with us. We have Defense Headquarters Special Forces team. That particular team comprises of the Army, Navy, Air Force, Police, DSS, Civil Defense, National Intelligence Agency, and some other security agencies. They made up that Special Forces team. They came in large number with their main equipment and everything. Then we have the Nigerian Police. Apart from those ones in those special forces, we have them. We take from Oyo State, DSS from Oyo. We have Nigerian Airforce in Oyo. And specifically from the Air Force, we had a special team from Kanji. That is where they have that tactical operations group with all their fighter aircraft. National intelligence agencies were part of it. We have troops from the Operation Savannah Shield in Kwara. We had to bring them in to do a kind of blocking force from that northern side of the state. And of course, other security agencies, we have the local vigilante, like His Excellency said, we lost a few of those hunters too, Amoteken, and the rest of the others. And by the grace of God, on the 10th of July, we successfully rescued the 44 of them. Like she has mentioned, we lost 2 of the teachers while in captivity. And of course, the reason for it, she mentioned, but I've always said that we will never yield to terrorist requests. We will not, and we will never do that. So the operation is a complex one. It lasted for more than a month, and it focused mainly on identifying the terrorist kingpins that masterminded the crime. We focused on also dismantling their network and cutting off their logistics and informants within Oyo National Park and other parts of the country. It interests people that we have to go start looking for other members of the team and even members of their family outside of Oyo, Adamawa, Kano, different parts of the country, to get part of them. It was also what put further pressure on them, and we blocked at the last phase of the operation that we had was blocking their major logistic hub. And I'm sure I mentioned it, the town called Ashamu. We blocked the place, and it finally put pressure on them, and it was now they willing to release unconditionally. But we are not giving up on them. We say no, it's not about releasing. We must see to the end of the terrorists operating in that particular region, and of course, indeed, the whole part of the country. And to the glory of God, we have them here. And of course, like His Excellency said, we suffered casualties from the military. And unfortunately, the day we buried the officer, that morning we buried the officer, it was that evening we finally rescued him. The officer was buried in Adamawa State. And, so we salute their ultimate, the sacrifice they paid, and their bravery will indeed never be forgotten. Today, we thank God we are here to hand over the principal, teachers, and the pupils from the schools in Orire. We thank God for His mercy, and I want to once again, on behalf of all the participating agencies, most sincerely and respectfully thank and appreciate